Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, actually. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up Demonstrator here in the interior British Columbia. So if this is your first time joining, make sure that you do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure that you join on a Facebook group. Really would like that. So it's back to Monday. So Monday is when I collaborate with Judy Anderson down in the United States. And that's where we bring together a couple or different ideas. So our theme for last week and this week are Valentines. So we've got some beautiful Valentine's product in the mini catalog. And I think there's also some that are also that you could use in the annual catalog. And if I was really thinking, I would have done something that incorporated something from the annual catalog as well. So welcome. Like I say, make sure that you like it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, share whatever you can share. And by doing that, you really do help us. And we hope that we give you inspiration along the way. So in the mini catalog, the J2J mini catalog, we have this beautiful Sweet Talk suite, and it has like the stamp set, the dies, and it's got, good morning, some designer series paper and a bunch of other things on here. I used this last week, so I'm going to expand and go on to a couple of other ones, or well, maybe just one of them. But in any event, this one was the fantastic set. It reminds you of those sweet tarts, I think is what they're called up here in Canada. And I know Judy said a different name last week, and I can't remember what she called it. Then there's the Love and Happiness bundle. Now, this Love and Happiness bundle is like a hybrid embossing folder, that sort of stuff. It's more, this is way more versatile than Valentine's. You can use it for Valentine's. You can use it for anniversary, for engagements. You can use it for a husband, a wife, a wedding card, that sort of stuff. And then the other really cute one in here is this one that I liked. And I had played with this a couple of weeks ago. So I am going to actually play with this one again. And this one is so pretty. I actually had done one for a tutorial. And then I also, I've got a blog post that's going this week that's going to have this another card made with this. So I just want to show you how this works. It is truly amazing what's in there. So it has the stamp set, like I say, lots of different words on it. But another one that actually goes along with it that you could use is this Happy and Heartfelt. And I'm actually going to use this one, and I'm going to do I Love You on there. I thought that would be really cute. This you know, there's lots of really nice sayings on this particular one as well. And I like the font on this one. So let me show you this. So the dies come like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you get 9 dies, and it doesn't look like much, but it also comes with an embossing folder. And like I say, this is a hybrid embossing folder. I have used this quite a bit, so I've got a lot of paper in there. So I'm just going to have to clean that off. Hello. So I'm going to show you how this hybrid embossing folder works. So I'm going to use, these hearts are stitched, and I love anything that's stitched. Anybody that knows me, I really gravitate to any of the stitch stuff. We're also going to use this die cut, but I've already gone ahead and cut it out. So let me bring in my card. I'm going to use just subtle cards, subtle colors to this. I am using Smoky Slate. I am also going to use some Petal Pink. I love Petal Pink. Petal Pink and Blushing Bride and Gray, I just love. But the fact that I'm using Petal Pink is also, I am going to use Berry Vanilla on this particular part. So when you go to do this, what you do is you put your die on any of the hybrid dies. You put your die on the side that the Stampin' Up is in. So, and when, I'm going to say that, and then it's not going to go in. So when you put this on here, it fits into a groove. And see, it doesn't really move that much. And then, oh, Did I not? Yeah, I do. I have just a spare piece of the petal pink because I just want the first thing that I'm going to do. No, you know what? I'll just go ahead and I'll do this. I'll put this in. So this is a very vanilla. This is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. That's one of the layers. And what I want to do is I want to line this up onto my embossing thing. And I want it to be in the middle. So with this sheet of cardstock, the size that I have actually cut it, it lines up great, like the halfway mark in between when I line it up with this line here. But just let me bring that out just a bit. And I also want to make sure that that is still sitting in that particular spot. So I'm just going to line it up here. Because if you don't, it's going to be off kilter. Just going to put it there. Line that up. Squeeze it. Is that about right? It just needs to come down just a tad. Just because I'm on camera, this is a little bit more finicky. I can actually check from the other side here. So, you know what? I might even just bring this down just a tad. Nope, we're going to bring it back up. Okay, so I want it to stay where it's at. It's in that groove part there. And then I'm going to bring in my cut and emboss so that you can see how that does work on there. Now, what you want is the regular, good morning. What you want is the regular plate. A lot of times I might turn it over. Mine's really dirty. Not that this side really warps, but it could warp, I guess. I find that a lot of times if I've done it in classes, what happens is that it turns around and people might cut into that part. Now, what you want to do is you want this to go through with the folded edge, and you want to make sure that that's good and even. And then I'm coming in with my number 4 plate. And this is a 3D embossing folder. So if you have a regular Big Shot, you will need a specialty plate. Now, if you had bought the specialty plate from before, it was a blue plate. But this, you can also buy this plate separately as well. But the blue plate that was from before will work as well. So let me just run that through. And then you'll see. So I'll show you this in just a second. See how beautiful that is? But I want to go in and I want to cut the heart. I want it to be out of a petal pinks. So I'm just going to go in here, line this up again. As long as it's in there and it doesn't move around, we're good. And I just have a piece of scrap petal pink. I guess I could do it where it's kind of in the middle there, so that I could probably use this piece. I will. I'll use it for something, possibly. No, I won't. I know I won't because I'm using something else from here. So again, I'm putting that number 4 plate on, and we're just going to run it through. Good morning. Jenna, it must be cold down in the Chicago area. I tell you, Chicago is one of my favorite American cities. Went to a meeting there and just absolutely loved it. We went down ahead of time and we had so much fun. And we were probably not in a good area, but it proved out to be very good for us as far as touristy sort of stuff. Right, so that's that stitched one. And then I also have a small stitched one. And I'm actually going to use this piece here. And I'm going to cut out a piece like this. Now, when I go and I cut this piece out, it's going to flatten this the flowers down a little bit. And the reason it's going to do that is because it's going through the embossing machine. So let me just put this back in here. And I'll bring in my plates. So on my plates, I'm going to need a number 2. My number 2 is really warped. Number 2, a number 3, and then come back in with this and go on with another number 3. And unfortunately, I could have actually done another sandwich, but sometimes that's too confusing to show on a video. 25 degrees. Okay, so that's like about -4 or 5 Celsius up here. Yeah. Okay, so I have this here. All right, so let's see if I've got the rest of my stuff here. I'm missing something that I wanted to put on here. All right, so I have this piece here. This piece is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, fold into the mountain. We're just going to come in here. Now, for people, if they've asked me about this folding into the mountain, you want to make sure by folding that way, you do get a very even edge there. So this is going to go onto here. And it's going to go onto here. Now, I wanted to put this on here like this. And I'm going to put one of these on, and I'm seeing that I'm missing something that I was originally going to put on. Oh, I got it. I've got it in there. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to pop, I guess I could put this down and then I'll pop up this heart, and then I've got one here. Now, another thing that I thought would be a good element on here is vellum. Now, have you seen that vellum? I cut one of the stitched ones. Did you see that vellum that, and you can barely see that on there, but the vellum that's from Artfully Composed, it's amazing vellum. It comes in 4 different designs. And I'll just quickly show you. It's got a white with printing on it. No, actually it's black with printing, another white one with that printing, and then they've got ones that have maps on it, and they're in white and black, and it's amazing vellum. And plus it's 12 by 12, which is really, really good. Oh, so I was pretty close, eh? I don't know. My brother still works in Fahrenheit, so that's what I say. I don't worry too much about it. All right, so I can go ahead. I don't want to put that down because I want to do something else with this. So let me, do I want to pop that up and pop this up as well? Okay, yes, I do. I'm going to come in here. And like I say, this could be used, depending on what sentiment I put on here, this could be used for a wedding card. It could be used for a congratulations card. It could be used for an anniversary card. So you could do this and then do up your sentiment after and add your sentiment after. I'm using lots because I want this to be really good and popped up. Right? Now, my take your pick tool is gone. So I have one of my, oh, here we go. Here we go. Whoops. To use this edge very much, I made a real goof up, so I had to use that edge. A real mess of a project that I was doing, I might add. Ended up just ordering new product. Didn't like how it turned out. All right. So I'm going to just pop that onto this one. And like I say, this piece is 4 by 5 1/4, and then this layering piece is 3 3/4 by 5. I could put this off to a side a little bit there. Maybe I will. And then we're going to put some here. And I'm also going to put that vellum one there. So yeah, I think I will put that off-centered a bit. That's how I kind of did it on my other card too, and I really liked how it turned out. Maybe I should put this right on. I'm just going to do it off just by a tad. There we go. And then I have this piece. Let's see. I want to put this piece on first and then this piece. No, I'm going to put this on top. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to actually pop this one completely up. So it's going to be that much higher. Just like so. And then I'm going to just use a glue dot on here, but I'm going to hold off putting that on because I want to put it on with a glue dot where I don't want it to show. Now, because I'm using Petal Pink, I'm going to go in and use this beautiful, this is the, what's it called? Organdy striped ribbon. And I am going to go in and I'm going to, do I want to just put a bow on this? Let me try it with just a bow. I'm going to do my technique with the bows all the time. I just love this one technique that I'm going to show you. Especially with this ribbon. This ribbon just sings that it needs this. All right. Stampin' Up obviously likes this too, this ribbon, because I had gotten something for on stage and I got it in the mail with this all wrapped on it. Okay, so we're going to put that on. You know what? I'm not going to wrap the ribbon around. This way I can put this bow wherever I want it. So let's just go in and put this on. Where did that vellum piece go? Okay, got it. All right, so I'm just going to put that on the front of the Smoky Slate card. So see, you would even get away with, I guess, if you wanted to give that as an anniversary card to your husband. Now, on the inside, I have another piece of Very Vanilla. And I'm actually going to put that on there now. This is relatively an easy one, but I love these hybrid embossing folders. There's nothing like it being able to cut out and emboss at the same time. And then I also had previously just cut one of these, so I'm just actually going to put one of those in here. And I'm going to put it on flat because it's on the inside. So pretty with it embossed. There we go. Now, let's finish off the front. All right, so I want to put that vellum piece on here. And you know what? It's going to end up just having to be on there. So I'm just going to put a glue dot, but I know what I'll do to hide it if it shows up with the glue dot. All right. Can you hear my dog barking? I think it's another dog. I don't know why she gets so upset with other dogs walking in the neighborhood. She must see them every day. All right. Yeah, this is such a pretty one. And, you know, like I say, if you know anybody that's having that's engaged, let's see. Not sure where I want to put that. Maybe up there a little bit. I can always move it. All right, so I have this bow, and it's going to go on here as well. And then I have, this is a new product. It is the polished dots, and it says that it's supposed to be Calypso Coral. There's no way that that's Calypso Coral. I say it's Petal Pink, so I'm going to use that. I could have also used these elegant frosted gems because they're Petal Pink, or the other one I could have used, hello. The other one I could have used is also the iridescent rhinestones, but I think I'm going to use these polished dots there. All right, so this is the technique that I want to use. So I'm going to bring in my heat gun. Now this ribbon is a synthetic ribbon. So it works really, really well with this type of a ribbon. So you're just going to get your heat tool and just warm it up a bit. I'm just going to use my take your pick tool. just put this here. Oops. Where do I want it? Yeah, that's the back side. There we go. And then I'm just going to take this, and what it does is it shrinks your ribbon a bit, and it just adds a different looking bow, and it adds a bit more texture to your card. Okay. That circle or that dot is showing. Yes. All right, so let's just go ahead. I can put it up there. I think I'm going to put it down here as well. And I might turn around and just cut this a little bit more. All right, come in with a glue dot. And what's going to finish this card off are the dots. Oh, and I haven't even got the sentiment on here yet. Oh, let's get that sentiment ready too. Okay, so the sentiment, like I say, I had that. Where did that die cut go? Oh my goodness. Why does that happen to me? Oh, here we go. All right, so I am going to actually emboss this with gold. I think that's the only way it's going to show up properly. And like I say, I could use any of these sentiments, but I wanted to go in and use this particular stamp set. And it has I love you, obviously. Here we go. I'm going to hope I get this in the right spot. Okay. Now I'm coming in with my Versamark. And a light tap. Ah, perfect. Don't forget to share the videos. I really do appreciate that when you do that. All right, so this is going to go up like this, is my thought process. Let's see how that is. Did you see what I did? I used the Versamark on my silicone mat. That way I can see whether or not if it's straight or not. All right. Well, that's going to have to do there. And I'm just going to come in with my gold embossing powder. Little bit of gold embossing. Everybody knows I love to emboss, right? Okay, and then I'll just come in and use my heat tool again. Whoops. Such a pretty font. Very subtle. So I'm hoping that's going to show. Yeah, it'll be enough to show. So I'm actually going to go ahead. Let's get this out of the way. I'm going to put that up there. Let's put this ribbon here. Oh my goodness. Gonna have that go there. This maybe it's not looking the way I wanted it to look, or I envisioned it to look. Let's see. No, I can always try this. Let's see this. Ah, well, you must be up on the hill, like you say, Lorraine, because it is not that sunny here. There we go. Do that. Let's put this over here. And you know what? I can even put that on top there, but that won't work very well. So, Do you have problems with that sometimes? Okay, so this go there. This will go. Let's see, I can't really tell. Have that like kind of like an arrow going. Help me out here. Okay, so there, that'll work. That'll work. That's the way it's going to be anyways. Yeah, for you people that are up higher in the Kamloops area, yeah, your sun must be coming out. It almost looked like it was going to snow down here today. I'm kind of in the flatlands upriver, close to Marjorie. All right, so let's just poke that on there. That's going to go there. Now these dots are what's going to make this. There you go. I must have read your mind there, Judy. So that's kind of how it came. But you know what? It's going to be these dots that are going to make it. I love these dots. They're so pretty. And like I say, I do not know how they look at that. There we go. So there's my card. You can kind of see a lot more of the detail on there. And then the inside of the card. Like I say, I think because of the gray, you could do that. This is my version of a pink and gray. So again, what we used here, we used this bundle. Remember, you buy it as a bundle that you save the 10%. And I believe it does qualify for, if you do buy this bundle, it would qualify for a level 1 in celebration. It does come with the dies and that 3D or that hybrid embossing folder, which is like this. And of course, the hearts that are there. I also turned around and used this happy and heartfelt. And then the added embellishments were the polished dots, and then that vellum from the Artfully Composed. So like I say, a very I kind of like these cards. I could have actually, another thing I could have done now that I'm thinking of it, I could have taken some petal pink and just lightly brushed that over this embossed part here. Never thought of that. Could have done that. There's lots of things that you can actually do. So I hope you enjoyed that. And that, it's something that gives you a little bit of an idea, a little bit more versatility than, say, some of the other stuff. But at least it basically shows you other things that you can do as well. So stay tuned. Judy will be back tomorrow. I think she's still in Arizona. So she's like I was when I was in Winnipeg with limited supplies. And man, it's tough doing that kind of an on-stage live, because all of a sudden you go and you say, where is that? Oh my goodness, I didn't bring that either. I mean, Judy, I'm not sure if you flew, but with me flying, I took a whole suitcase just of my Stampin' Up stuff. Now, mind you, they have a cut and emboss machine there for me. They have a cutter there for me. So there's a lot of different things there. So yeah, Judy will be live tomorrow from Arizona at the same time. And we will also see you. For me, I'll be back on my Wednesday for my mystery challenge at 3 o'clock. And I'm kind of excited about this one. I'm excited about everything. It doesn't take me much to be one small suitcase for supplies. I took a huge one, but I get a free suitcase and I only paid for my second suitcase. So it's all good. I didn't even take parcels for Christmas. I had them all sent there. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. If you have any questions at all, just pop them either into the Facebook feed. Judy will answer hers for her peeps there. And I will also... I can answer mine. Remember to share. You can share this video with other people. We really do appreciate that. That really does help us. Give us a thumbs up. We really do appreciate it. Guys, have a great day, and bye for now.